Hey, in today's video, we're going to explore how you can get your first 1,000 followers on TikTok, and this actually works for all social media platforms, so let's get into it. Hey, welcome back. If you're new to Launch and Scale, I'm the CEO, Khierstyn Ross, and on this channel, we work with e-commerce entrepreneurs in early stage to help them build businesses that are profitable and with purpose so that you can unlock the freedom that you want in your life by being your own boss and business owner. And if that's something you're into, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But let's get into today's video. When you are just getting started to grow your audience online and growing your social presence, you may look at some brands that have hundreds of thousands of followers and wonder how the heck they got there. In this video, I actually want to take it back to the hardest but most rewarding time in building your audience, which is getting your first 1,000 followers. I think that a lot of people will talk about hitting the bigger numbers if they fail to look at some of the foundational things that you have to do to actually start to build the muscle to do that. Let's face it, all influencers, all brands had to go through getting their first 1,000 followers, and we all started from zero. So in this video, we're going to explore 4 things that you can do to make sure that you're set up to hit 1,000 followers on TikTok. And spoiler alert, this works for all social media platforms. So the first thing I want to address is, why is 1,000 on TikTok the golden number? Right now, your barrier for being able to go live on TikTok and do live shopping is 1,000 followers. Why is this important? In this video here, where I explored one of the largest trends coming into 2023, is making your brand and products more accessible to customers, meaning make it easier for them to shop with you where they're at. And a lot of brands that are killing it on TikTok right now are doing live shopping. So what this means is that once you hit 1,000 followers, you're actually able to go live and showcase your products, do unboxing, do different styles of live videos. And because you're talking about your product, people within that country are going to be able to, viewers are actually gonna be able to purchase your content or purchase your products right from the live video. This is so powerful for e-commerce because not a lot of brands, especially early stage, have the ability to get their products in retail and have their customers actually, try before they buy it without major overhead or barriers to entry. So live shopping allows you to meet your customer in person where you are. And so live shopping is the future in terms of virtual demos, etc., etc. So being able to unlock 1,000 shows TikTok that you are serious about building quality content, building your community, and then starting to go live regularly to engage and nurture your followers so that you're then able to unlock live shopping. So that is why 1,000, and that first 1,000, while it is the hardest to get, is going to be the most beneficial milestone to unlock in your journey. So I assume that this isn't the first video that you have watched or training you've gone through on how to build your audience and how to start getting followers on social. So point number 1 may seem obvious, but it's actually not. Post 1 video per day consistently. This is either a Monday to Friday schedule or a 7-day per week schedule. Now, a lot of gurus and influencers in the TikTok space are going to say that in order to get rapid growth, you have to post 5 to 8 videos a day. Yes, while this is important to put out a high volume of content, of quality content, I actually think that in the very beginning, I assume that you are new to social media, new to video, and you're finding your voice. And being able to put any videos out is going to be a huge challenge and a new habit that you need to build. So considering consistency is more important than volume, in my opinion, I believe that you need to start with 1 video per day and get that habit down before you start to ramp up video production. What's going to end up happening is that when you right out of the gate look to get out 5 to 8 short form videos a day, that is a great recipe for burnout, especially if you don't have a team behind you to help with this kind of content production. So in the beginning, I believe that you need to do 1 video per day because I would rather see you do 1 video per day, 365 days a year, than do 5 to 8 per day for 30 days and then burn out and then not get back to posting for 2 months. That is exactly what happens. Trust me, I know from personal experience. So this is not a go big or go home. After years of being an entrepreneur myself and putting out a high volume of content and helping our clients do the same, if you want to see long-term consistency and better results, it's better to go slow in the beginning than try to go fast. So point number one video per day, do it for 30 days, and then you can decide to ramp that up to 2 videos a day if you want, and then 3, and go from there. Consistency is king. Point number 2 is the pull method. One amazing audience hack. This is great for any platform that uses search-based content. So on TikTok, on YouTube, on Pinterest, people are specifically looking for something, okay? So there are 2 ways to plan what kind of content you're going to create. You can ask yourself, what kind of videos do I think I want to make? Or number 2, you can look to see what your audience is actually searching for and then create videos around what they are actually searching for. And that way you're then going to show up in search results. This is the pull method, where you want to pull people toward your content to help them discover you by using the tools at your disposal. So YouTube is probably one of the best search engines on the planet. Second, you have Pinterest. Third, TikTok, no specific order. But when your audience are going to look for specific videos, they're going to use the search function on YouTube, TikTok, Pinterest to look for something specific. Let me give you an example. If I am a runner, which I am, I like to run, I run marathons, etc. And if I then suddenly injure myself, I'm going to go on YouTube to look for tips on how to recover faster. If I am looking to lose weight, I will go to YouTube or Google and say, tips for how to lose weight. I'm looking for a specific solution and help in something. So what this means is that when you are selling a product that it provides a solution in someone's life, meaning helps them lose weight, feel better, get more gratitude, more clarity, helps with recovery, helps them feel more feng shui in their space. As you can tell, I'm not a designer. Whatever that thing your product helps unlock in somebody's life, this is what we call a transformation. And you want to identify what people who are looking for, people with a problem that you help solve with your product, you need to look and see what kind of content are they looking for. And that's where you start with that search. So great example, how you probably came to my channel is you probably typed something into YouTube like, how do I launch a product? How do I grow my TikTok following? How do I do live shopping, etc. I put strategy behind this video based on starting with who my audience is, what they're struggling with, and what I sell to help them get that result, right? So I'm doing the exact same thing with you. And while this video is about TikTok, half of the traffic we get on YouTube is from YouTube search. And that is the volume of traffic and views that you're able to get when you're smart with your content strategy and use a pull versus a push method. So a push method is where you push your content ideas out there. You think, this is the kind of content that I want to create, and that may or may not land, but in the very beginning, you want to capitalize on what people are actively searching for, what popular content is popular in your niche, and then start to create videos around that. That is how you have a powerful content strategy to meet people where you are and bring them into your ecosystem and build your audience. Point number 3, people shop with people. So in order for your content to be powerful, to resonate, to be something that people want to come back for over and over again, you want to humanize your brand and be authentic in the content you create. So what I mean by this is that, a lot of e-commerce store owners, like I would say 90% of them, do not want to be the face of the brand. They understand, if you're one of them, you understand the power behind video content, but maybe a roadblock for you is you just don't want to go on camera. And I completely respect that. But with video being the most consumed content on the planet and video converting most to sales and being a powerful sales tool, it is something you really cannot argue that you need in your business. So people shop with people. Brands should be humanized. So what you want to do in your content, if you have been putting out content that, just isn't really getting the engagement or the traction you want, look and see if the person you're putting on camera is relatable. Maybe you're not putting anyone on camera, right? So what you can do is you should either, if you've made the conscious choice not to be the face of the brand, awesome. What you want to do is you want to source somebody, a human, to be your brand spokesperson. This could be the form of multiple influencers doing UGC content. This could be the form of you have someone locally that acts as your brand advocate that does, most of your videos, and you essentially hire on the face of your brand. Whatever that looks like, you want to have someone relatable on camera because, again, people shop with people. And if you are putting out content that's like only photos with no faces, or if you're putting out, faceless video, that will only connect so far. So you really want to attach a face to a brand, whether that's yours or a spokesperson, because ultimately moving into 2023, again, going into one of the main trends that we see moving into this year and beyond is that people want a authentic connection with the brand. They want to feel heard, and people want to shop with brands that they have an emotional connection with. So if you are serious about building something that isn't just a commoditized product that everyone has, and you want to have customers that truly believe and love you and come back for every product, and you want to build that community and that online brand, it comes down to humanizing it and being authentic and being relatable. That's point number 3. Point number 4. Do you ever film your first video and it just felt awful, so you stopped? Because you thought you sounded dumb, or you can't stand to look at yourself on camera? Don't worry, I've been there. From personal experience, I can tell you that when I first launched my podcast back in 2016 or 2015, it took me like 50 episodes before I could stand to hear the sound of my voice. When I started going on YouTube, go back to my very, very first YouTube video, you'll see how nervous and anxious and weird I was. I, at that point, hadn't found my voice. But how I've built up my audience to over 1,000 on every platform, we have, at this point, 1,500 YouTube subscribers, over 1,200 TikTok followers. To be able to get this point, you're going to see that I've put out hundreds of videos. And now I feel just very natural on camera. It's like it's a limb for me. It's an extension of my body. I can tell you from personal experience that when you first get started on video, it is going to suck. You are going to stutter, you are not going to be confident, and you're going to doubt every part of this. But I need to tell you that that is completely normal, and there's no amount of avoiding the process that is going to make this feel more natural. It's like starting to go to the gym for the first time, or if you decide that you want to get into running. Getting to that first mile is going to take you a long time. But then going from mile 1 to mile 2 is a little bit easier. Mile 2 to mile 3, even easier. Going from 0 to 1 is where the most opportunity is going to be and most growth for you. But if you have recorded a couple of videos and you just, your ego gets in the way and you're like, I can't, this sucks. Nobody's going to watch it. I'm better off not doing video. I'm here to tell you that you will find your voice, and the process is going to suck, but on the other end, you have to get through it. So video is a non-negotiable at this point. It is something that needs to be in your brand growth. It is something that has to be used as a community growth tool, whether you're doing video yourself or using somebody else in your content process. It's going to take some time to find your voice and figure out what works and get into your flow. So that is what I want to leave you with, is point number 4, is it's going to suck, but you have to see through the process, and trust me, it gets easier. Remember, if this were easy, everyone would be doing it. Okay guys, that wraps up this video on how to get your first 1,000 TikTok followers. As a summary, the process is going to be long, it's going to be hard, and you're finding your voice. But just remember, when you get stuck, the insights that you're going to get from this is you're going to quickly learn what is working and what isn't working with your audience. You're going to be able to get your marketing engine up and going when you post consistently once per day. And you're gonna be able to have a customer attraction machine with the pull method of being able to quickly identify what your audience is searching for and how to create content that gets you in front of them to use video on TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest as a tool to sell your product organically without relying on paid ads. So outside of that, thank you for watching this video. If you love this content, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And outside of that, we'll see you in our next video.